What up, Suns fans? AD and his 35-point effort leads the Suns to a win in a thrilling game over the 76ers. Final score 118 to 116. Suns win 5 in a row, I believe now. All right, who was expecting this? Especially tonight. Okay, so if you've seen last episode, the Suns had a lackluster kind of game against the Trailblazers. We still got the win, which is the most important part, but it was concerning the lack of effort that night. And whoo, being Suns fans never gets dull around here anymore. But KD wins the game, not a game winner because it wasn't the last shot of the night, but it was a game sealer as he drains one and he wins the Suns game. He wins the game for the Suns. I'm wearing my KD shirt tonight because, whoo boy, this was a fun one. All right. Let's just get down to the bare and bones of this. This was a fun game. If you were a Suns fan, it's still a fun game because we walked away with the win here. But also, if you're just a fan of basketball, real quick, let's just talk about this. Both teams, for a majority of the game, were shooting more than 50% from the field. And especially the 76ers, who they kept repeating on tonight's broadcast, if you're from here in Arizona, they kept repeating that the 76ers are not the best three-point shooting team, especially to start this season off. They were like 29th, I believe is the number. Someone could fact check me on that. 76ers, first of all, they got Paul George back tonight. One of their new acquisitions over the offseason, as many of us know. Out of the way, this is his first game suiting up as officially as a 76er. Maybe he should have stayed out. All right. Welcome to the dungeon. All right. Let's get that out of the way. Ryan Dunn guarded Paul George for most of the times he was out here. And oof, boy, Ryan Dunn, man, continues to be a defensive menace out here. Every time Ryan Dunn was guarding Paul George, I mean, he missed three pointers he missed. Paul George had pretty bad of a night as a welcome. He still put up 15 points. All right, he's got to get something out there. Paul George was not the hero of tonight, if you would want to say that. He was far from it as far as like kind of achievements goes for the 76ers. Paul George 4-14, 15 points, 6 of 9 or 6 of 7 from free throws, and he filled the stat sheet. Whatever. We don't care about that because most of tonight and Philadelphia's effort came from Tyrese Maxey. And this rounds to my first point here is just as a basketball fan, I appreciate good basketball. All right. Sometimes players just do something amazing and it just really takes your breath away at how amazing some of these players can be. And tonight that awe was definitely attributed to Tyrese Maxey. All right. I'm just giving them their flowers out of the way. Philadelphia, you fought hard tonight. It was a crazy good match. It was not much room for error for either team. And Tyrese Maxey lit up the floor tonight. He was amazing out there. Sometimes, especially in the third quarter, the Suns were doing really well in the third. They didn't have their blast out night in the third quarter that they usually did, that we saw in the last two games. We did not have that kind of 3-point explosion that this game kind of needed. It was really close by halftime, and coming into the third, the Suns were only up by 1 point. Suns needed something in the third, and they really started to grind out something. They cobbled together the first couple of defensive plays, which the Suns defense, that probably explains my reaction to that all night, because I believe even though somewhere there's a stat out there where the Suns are like highly ranked defensively, tonight was not one of those nights because the 76ers still shot 46% from the field and 39 from three. That's not defense. That's not good defense at all. Around the third quarter, when we really needed that defense, we cobbled together some plays. And whether that be out of tiredness or, Suns finally stepping up their game, whether it be the shot did not go into the basket, and that's what's counted. Absolutely insane. We locked up on defense. But, the Suns, as marginally good as they were, because they didn't pop the lid in this third quarter. All right, Suns still lost the third quarter actually, because majority of the third quarter Tyrese Maxey took over, just flat out, simply. And that's all the flowers I'm gonna give. Wait a minute, this is a Suns podcast. I'm not wearing a Philadelphia shirt here. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, 76ers, amazing night, crazy. But let's talk about KD. Hold on. KD, 35 points, 14 of 20, baby. Okay, let's say it. Let's say it. I'm calling out the fans that have suggested that the KD trade was a mistake. Okay? Where are you now? I want to hear those fans right now. Where are you? I see you. I know you're out there and you're shaking. You're denying it. You're in denial right now. KD, this is why we have KD, because he has nights like this and he's just a bucket getter. Freaking KD. Put some respect on his name. Owner of the Suns. KD is the Suns' father. So KD, 14 and 20, 2 of 5 from 3. Now, to an average Joe looking outside, 2 of 3, that's okay. I mean, that's fine or whatever. He hit these threes at the most clutch moment of the game. All right. I'm pretty sure both of those threes that he made were in response to when Tyrese Maxey was going off in the third. They're trading buckets, very much needed buckets, because at a certain point in the fourth, the 76ers were up like 8. They looked like they were running away with the game with like 5 minutes left. It was dire. It was do or die for the Suns. They needed to play defense. I mean, they still had a little trouble defense. Defense was the thing we needed the most during this whole game. And luckily for us, we played the most crucial defense at the final moments of the game. And because Philly was in the penalty in the fourth, KD was able, we basically had some clutch free throws from him. And, he made the game winning fadeaway. But KD, have yourself a night, man. Well rested. So, KD, amazing. What else do what do you want me to say? He's KD. Let's look at his teammates, shall we? Booker. Okay, so Booker didn't have the best night. He definitely had a bad night. He was 3 of 18 from the field. And things were really bad during that fourth quarter. Really bad, actually. When the 76ers were splashing back-to-back buckets from 3, Booker was trying to answer and get something going. He shoots a midi, nothing. He shoots 3, nothing. Kelly Oubre was scoring buckets over Booker. And, Booker was just kind of spread thin tonight. He was trying to do it all, but nothing was really going his way, Whether this fuels your Paul George, Devin Booker rivalry thing. All right, it's just for comparison here. If we're getting into that kind of playground pettiness here, Paul George did have 15 points and Booker did have 13. So there's that. Yeah, Booker, just wipe it off, man. Bring the energy next game, because we have weathered the storm. Bill had 17 points tonight. I feel like Bill kind of faded from this game. He was out there. He played 34 minutes. He was out there on the field in certain plays. Bill definitely helped the Suns get this whole thing started. Splashed a few quick ones in the first, giving us an early lead, which the 76ers soon answered. But other than that, Bill kind of faded from the game for me. Doesn't mean he still didn't have an impact. He was guarding and doing mostly a good job on guarding Tyrese Maxey. Just not good enough. Beal, good night. I don't have a problem with him. 17 points. That's 17 that we very much needed for this 2-point victory margin over the 76ers. Tyus Jones, an ugly night. He joined Book definitely in having the ugly nights. I definitely marked here in my notes. He had 2 back-to-back turnovers in the fourth, and that was pretty nasty. That was not sick nasty, but it was just nasty. Drop the sick. It was nasty. It was pure nasty. I mean, never seen Tyus Jones kind of crumble like this especially when we needed him the most. But, still delivered 5 assists, facilitated. I'm fine. with Jones having these kinds of nights, because that's not really his role. It's his role to facilitate, control the ball, control the offense, and not turn over the ball. Okay? I guess we all have off nights. Okay? Nurkic, talking about filling roles tonight, Nurkic had a really good night. In terms of his role, he started this game taking threes, and I said it last time, when Nurk gears up to take a three, I cringe. The 76ers did leave him open a few plays. This all happened in the first, by the way. They left him open a few times, and Nurk saw the opportunity, and he took it. Nurkic shot three, only made one, so I guess he made one, continuing this whatever. I think he made one. Yeah, he made one last game. So we're 2 of 6 on Nurkic threes. He's shooting 33% in these last 2 games. Not overall, just these last 2 games. Sign? Is that a sign that he's picking it up? I don't want Nurk shooting more threes. That's 3 too many, if you ask me. But what I do mean by Nurk doing his role and pretty much succeeding tonight is he grabbed 15 rebounds. I mean, when we're talking about rebounds, you have to bring up Andre Drummond, who only had 5 rebounds tonight, while Nurkic had 15. Andre Drummond, great rebounder, and Nurk beat him to the punch. So great to have him games like this. Luckily, we had a good bench night tonight. Royce O'Neal, amazing. Once again, just amazing. Can we just appreciate Royce O'Neal real quick? He doesn't get enough praise out here, but he's serviceable. 3 of 4 from 3-point, and he delivered like the only 3-point of the second half for the Suns. I'm lying there because KD also made a 3 in the second half for the Suns, but Royce was definitely there to help. And he had Grayson Allen by his side. Bring out the banner. Hang up the banner. Bring out the parade, people. Grayson Allen is back. He has shaken off the rust, and he is mowing down people, I'm proud to say. And he's ready to shoot. Exactly what we needed. Although, maybe it was at a cost. Because Ryan Dunn, big time rookie for us Phoenicians. Ryan Dunn, 0-3. And most of those all those were threes. He was 0-3 from the line, played 10 minutes. Most of those minutes were spent either guarding Tyrese Maxey or Paul George, which he did an amazing job at, which is really what we only needed him for. When Tyrese Maxey was having his rampage in the third quarter, Ryan Dunn came in and helped a little. Although that third quarter was so crazy because they were absolutely setting up walls. They were building barricades. They were basically, I'm pretty sure they had security out there tonight just so Tyrese Maxey could get free and get a shot, like an open shot out there. Because he was just killing the third. He was killing us in the third. Let's be honest here. It's game. We won. Tyrese Maxey lost. Let's call it what it is. Okay? So, yeah. Ryan Dunn. Not the best night. It's been concerning, though. We haven't seen him made a 3 in a while. I'm not one to quickly panic. Okay, I am one to quickly panic. But Ryan Dunn hasn't made a 3 in a while, and it's kind of concerning. Ryan Dunn, please return to us. This is what I mean by maybe we paid the price of having Grayson Allen coming back in full effect. There's a toll. So, I mean, that kind of covers the end of tonight, okay? Suns remain undefeated at home. We still have another home game coming up. Yeah, so our next game is another home game on Wednesday against the Miami Heat. Final point, Suns are good. We on top, baby. Suns up. All right. Good night, people. It is 11:14. Have a good night. And we will be back Wednesday when the Miami Heat comes into town. All right. Have yourselves a night. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you next time.